Yes, sir. We got Dak talking about Brazil right after this.
But at the end of the day, it's about taking it a day by a time, a day and a day, just continuing to do that.
You cannot lose games in the NFL and still win.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game.
It doesn't matter. He pulls another rabbit out of his head.
Okay, so Diana Rossini was floating around the Pro Bowl asking players some questions. She got to Dak, the most iconic player of all time, according to Dak Prescott, is...
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, nailed it. The player I never got a chance to face but would want to is...
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis. Walchuk in his bag right now. And Walchuk didn't see this. No, I confirmed it with him in the commercial break. Walchuk has no idea.
No clue.
I would have thought he would have said some defensive back.
Ed Reed.
No, but there's that chess match. Like, remember Manning and Ray Lewis? It was always
legendary.
There's Omaha, then all of a sudden Ray Lewis is checking things and the back and forth. Yeah. And I think Dak, he's told us years ago at training camp, like Peyton Manning was one of those guys that he really tried to, emulate a little bit from like just a mental aspect at the line of scrimmage. And so Peyton Manning versus Ray Lewis, that chess match, I get where he's going with that. I mean, it's Ray Lewis. It's freaking Ray Lewis. Playing in the NFL taught him how to be resilient. The strongest part of his game right now is mental. His favorite play to run is...
Spider 2 wide banana?
All goes, baby. Okay. All goes. Wants to throw that deep ball. I mean, when you got Lamb and Pickens, why not?
Let's go.
Why not? Best friend in the NFL. According to Dak Prescott.
Best friend in the NFL?
His best friend.
Ferg.
Big Jake Ferguson.
Okay.
That's his bestie.
So we get to chat with
I was trying to think who's
Dak's
still active.
We get Dak's bestie.
It was Gallup for a while. Yeah, we should tap into that a little bit more.
That's pretty cool.
He probably won't say anything. He'll say a bunch of nice things, He won't give you any real insight, I bet.
Well, I mean, I do think it's cool because we know that...
No, it is, but I wonder how much Dak's kind of somewhat of a private guy, right?
Yeah.
And if you're a friend of somebody, you really want to talk, do you want to give anything?
Oh, no, you're not going to give anything, but you might tell a story about like you guys hanging out and something funny that happened.
Like Chief will go, hey, Ferg, do you think Dak would eat calf fries? Something like that.
Testicles eating Dak's
and then Ferg would go, well, what's calf fries? Well, the balls, the balls. Cow balls.
Steer balls.
You think Dak would eat those? Would you think?
He's a country guy.
And Ferg would, I don't think he would eat cow balls.
Well, Tommy Yarish has some quotes from Dak here about playing in Brazil. Dak says he's super excited, being 10 years in the league, and I hadn't played an international game. I'm excited for the travel, just excited to go and play with the Cowboys across the world, just give the fans in Rio and Brazil a chance to see us in person, and just super excited for the experience. So he's on board, losing a home game. How much of this is Jerry being willing to lose the home game? Is it just about broadening?
I think the league made him do this.
Or is it him trying to get in the good graces, like, I'm trying to get another Super Bowl back in Dallas, whatever I got to do to make that happen?
I think that there is an aspect of what Brian said.
Yeah.
It's also you have 9 home games this year versus the 8.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you still end up with your at least what you were accustomed to home game because you get the benefit of the 9th. So I think this was probably just a good year for it to happen.
We should get to a place where you go 8-8 plus 1 international, right? So everybody's got the same amount of home and away dates plus an international game. That's a neutral site game. It's money in the bank right now. 16 international games. I felt like they did 8 or 10 this year already. We're there, right? You don't need to be giving up home dates. That's weird. That's a schedule incongruency, if you ask me, Chief.
Wow, that's a good word right there.
Not even sure if I used it right.
No,
it sounded good.
I think you did. I think you nailed that. Okay, now you also have, how about Kyler, man? Former teammates warning teams not to acquire him. We know Kyler Murray kind of being on the trade block, perhaps. And we'll see they got the new coach, Mike LaFleur, in there.
He's warning teams not to take him?
Well,
Kyler's not, but his former teammates are.
Might have been an offensive lineman we got to talk to at the Super Bowl a couple of years. Because off air, he told me similar things about Kyler.
Was that Beecham?
I'm not going to say. I don't know.
I can't remember who it was.
I don't know if you're right or wrong or right. Beecham. But he said everything you've heard about Kyler, the negative things, whole accurate.
Well, just say it.
Well, you
not
have
a good teammate.
Jets reporter Rich Cimini says that he was talking to someone, one of Kyler's former teammates, the other day.
It was Kelvin Beecham.
And he basically warned off the Jets about Kyler. And Rich says, like, the Jets might be going after Kyler in a month or two. And he goes, no. The Jets, they don't want that. You don't want Kyler Murray as your quarterback. This is someone who played with Murray. That, according to Rich Cimini of ESPN. So I'm like, okay. Is that like
the dude traits? I think, as Dilfer called them,
the leadership stuff, right?
Yeah. You're not a guy that I guess people want to be around, and it's fine with other positions. I mean, I think you're so quarterback poor, you should still be open-minded to it. Like, deal with it, guys. There's going to be jerks everywhere you work.
If I'm Kyler Murray, I'm going, no. I don't want the Jets, dude. Kyler should not want the Jets more than the Jets don't want Kyler. Let's just be real about this, okay?
Yeah.
Now, from a kind of just Super Bowl standpoint, did you guys see Fanatics, who has just totally botched being the leader in the jerseys and all that kind of stuff?
This is not a surprise because anytime you've bought Fanatics, or I've bought Fanatics here,
I love Fanatics too.
It fades.
It fades.
Yeah. It's not good quality.
The big criticisms.
My LSU stuff is great.
Well, maybe
Texas things I buy.
Well,
college stuff.
How are you washing them?
Very carefully.
Yeah, like,
are you getting this to dry clean?
Probably hand washing these.
No,
things,
I mean, like,
that's what I'm saying. He might be.
You know me, I wear like ton of LSU gear, and most of it is
all
Fanatics.
I got some Mav gear.
But you're a Rally House guy, man.
I do love Rally House.
That sweater right there's Rally House.
I think you're right. You're absolutely right.
Well, see, that's good gear. That's quality.
See, but that's what I'm saying. It's like Champion, But yeah, the thing that I felt like every time I ordered on Fanatics, it came on time.
I didn't have an issue with that.
Is it jerseys you're talking about?
It's the T-shirts. The jerseys might be fine. Like, I got some Mav shirts, and one of them was a Lucas shirt, and the whole Doncic on the back faded, which I guess now, like, that's probably not a terrible thing. But yeah, I didn't think the quality was good at all.
Well, they're getting crushed right now for like all the Super Bowl gear, the jerseys, Seahawks, Patriots jerseys. They haven't had enough of them. They're like, sorry, before the season, we didn't expect the Patriots and the Seahawks to be that much of a desired jersey, so we just didn't make as many of them as we should. And then they're not doing stitched, like everything. It's like painted on, on numbers, but they're still super inflated prices. So everybody is just hammering them, and they've had to go out with like this long apology for trying to explain why they suck so bad.
They're cutting corners.
They are.
It feels like knockoff stuff sometimes.
If you're going to get like a real jersey, it's got to be stitched, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be stitched.
It's got to be stitched.
Yeah, if you're buying a real hockey sweater, it's got to be stitched.
Absolutely.
By the way, we need to come up with some gear for kits for the World Cup.
Oh, we do.
We might need to get on that.
You shout to Joe. He's trying to do some big things for us.
I heard whispers we're going to be on Radio Row.
I can't
the
wait.
World Cup stuff. So we might need
Is that at the convention center? Or do you know where they're doing that?
Well, I don't. I'll find out from Joe where they're doing it, but I heard whispers.
I definitely want to be out there.
Yeah, I heard whispers. I might be speaking out of my rear, but
you often do. But
I often do. But I heard a good whisper.
Your rear's been right
in
oftentimes.
command. But we might need to get some kits.
The text is coming in. The shirts are bad. Like 314. Don't buy the shirts from there, Z. Only the jerseys. Fanatics T-shirts are steaming ass from the 972.
Whoops, streaming ass.
Streaming ass is also rampant.
Maybe the jersey's fine. The shirt's not good. And doing some research, and also based on the text, Bad Bunny, despite the initial rumors, he's not going to be wearing the dress. So you don't have to worry about that.
That's a good tease. That's gonna keep people in their seat to see.
I'll be stirring the queso then.
What happened?
Will he wear the dress? Will he not? Like,
if he's wearing the dress or
you
not,
probably get a prop bet on that.
I'll be doing some dishes, trying to get the dishwasher.
Dress or not dress?
Bad Bunny's wearing a dress. I'll be emptying the dishwasher to load another round in there. Yeah.
Well, we have another round of Vrabel fun. He just seems like one of the coolest dudes. We've had stories all throughout the week.
You know, he's got that lady that gets to ask the first question. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
And she wasn't there the first day, and he kind of freaked out.
Oh, really?
He
didn't know where to go.
So he had to find another female reporter to ask a question. That's kind of his bit.
He's such a hard ass.
It's a
no, but see, he's trying to be going back to Tennessee.
He's got a soft side,
right?
Yeah, he does.
He's got
he really
this.
does.
He's got this reputation of don't let this guy in the building if you're not okay with confrontation and him insisting it is his way. But I think he offsets it just by being hilarious and kind of having a fun outlook on life that I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, but he also there's this whole story in SI where he's basically he's quizzing his players on does he know or do they know who the support staff is? the lunch ladies,
Yeah.
the all like the lower level employees.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure, hey, do you know that person's name? And then like he's always walking around with extra cash, and he's handing out $100 bills to different support staff around like all the time. Like he's great at making sure that he personally and then all the players really respect and take care of all the people that sort of make that thing go with the organization. And Broadus, like there's countless people. And shout out to a guy like Dak too. We saw it on Hard Knocks with the Christmas bonuses and things like that. And so like he's really leading the charge of just making sure everyone in that building is as respected as him or even like Robert Kraft is.
I rode the elevator the other day with the equipment man from the Vegas Raiders. And he and I were just talking about, he's like, are you here? What you got going? He goes, I'm helping set up, great honor and all that. And I told him, I said, man, we don't play football without you or trainers. We, the equipment man, trainers, we don't play football. We all think we go play football. We can't. Without those people, you just really can't. But the support staff, the people that feed you every day, the people that make sure you get in the building, you're parked right, all that stuff, man, you can't take that for granted. I'm glad somebody steps up for those folks because they deserve to be recognized very, very well.
Yeah, he's got tricks, and I don't know, maybe he studied this, maybe it just comes natural for him. But I was reading this other story about the 4 H's. Have you heard about this? So at training camp, he has all the players get up and talk about, what their hometown, the time in their life they were a hero, their heartbreak, and their hope. And he said it was a way for everybody to have an ability to get to know each other well and get deeper into their story. And the players this week are talking about how it's made them play harder for each other as a result of knowing each other. And some of those things can be corny. Like the Jonathan Gannon, what was his 4 things? Some of these things will get you made fun of, but when it works, it's magic.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's got the cachet. We know what type of dominant player he was, all that kind of stuff. So it resonates.
And he's willing to fight you. I guess he puts on like a chest pad and has players take shots at him for fun.
He gets in the drills all the time. He gets in the drills. And then there's a story here where he's a caffeine freak, like Man Campbell.
Not surprising.
Okay, listen to this.
A Zen daddy.
He was out of work for a year, by the way.
I'm sorry?
He was out of work for a year.
Yeah, I think he was consulting with the Browns.
He was with the Browns, but I'm saying, man, what are we doing
as a league?
I
don't know. The Cowboys don't even want to interview him.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
Seriously, what are we doing?
So apparently he's got a big time C4 habit. Remember when Micah was getting
the dry scooping?
Was he getting sick or whatever?
Yeah.
The Carolina game, he was throwing up on the sideline.
That pre-workout. I had a buddy in high school that passed out in class from it. And so the writer in SI says, my curiosity around Vrabel's C4 habit peaked 2 weeks ago in Denver after the Patriots defeated the Broncos in the AFC Championship. Vrabel, gliding through the locker room with a crushed Miller Lite in his hand, pointed to one of his players and said, I'm C12. Dear God, I thought, is he drinking 3 of these at once? The center, Bradbury for the Patriots, says, I'm amazed. When he was asked about Vrabel's consumption of pre-workout, while also confirming that Vrabel will update players throughout the day as he goes from C4 to C8 and, yes, to C12. Quote, C12, it depends on the day, but yeah, he's a machine. He's our leader. It's impressive. So he will have multiple scoops of C4 throughout the day to where he calls himself Mr. C12. Like, dang, what an animal.
I think I want to go into cardiac arrest just hearing that story.
I know, dude.
My heart
I'm kind of
hurts right
concerned
now.
for him.
How do you get there?
Is that caffeine? Is that what that is?
Oh, yeah, that's caffeine and all
Some
sorts
other
of crazy
stuff.
crap.
Yeah. All the energy drink stuff, right?
Yeah.
The pre-workout.
Yummy.
Yeah, it is dangerous. I wouldn't try that at home.
No,
I think you got to
yeah.
build up to that and probably be a world-class athlete.
Yeah, it'd be 260 pounds or whatever.